Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. I'm Zafa Mahendra. For today, I will explain and I will react my question before, and I will explain one by one from the answer of my respondent. So, before I explain my questions and my answer, and I will explain before pandemic is a monster from every single people in this era, and pandemic might make every activity is gone and postponed. A lot of people can't do anything and are doing isolation is a worse atmosphere, of course, in 10 years last. Furthermore, effect from pandemic COVID-19 are economic side, healthy side, and education crisis. So related by the situation right now, I have some questions, especially in education side in this time. So we move to the first question. Actually, I have 5 questions, and I will explain one by one of my question. For the first question, why the government have to apply online learning? We have three answer or three choices. And for the first choice, to waste citizen time. For second, to support learning process in every academic institution. And the last choice, to change the system of education. Okay, for the most answer from my respondent is it is to support learning process in every academic institution. And for the second most answer is to waste citizen time, and the last is to change the education system. Actually, of course, online learning have positive thing or advantages from every single people, because teacher and student don't need to come school or come to university to teach or to study. But of course, every single police have advantages and disadvantages. And disadvantages from online learning can feel in poor people and in every single country, especially in Indonesia, like in Papua and remote area or border province in Indonesia. They don't have good device to support online learning, and of course it will be bother them to get to get knowledge or to study from home. And for the second question, what advantages from online learning based on your mind? And we have three choices also, or three answers also. For the first, we give a occasion to know technology more. And second, every single student be able to explore a lot of knowledge. And for the last, give effective time. And for the most answer for the second question is as a get 42.3% it is every single student be able to explore a lot of knowledge. And yeah, I think it's right, because every single student can explore anything when the students search the answer of their question from the teacher, and of course teacher comment to the every student to search and to get more knowledge, more study from internet and from every web. And for a third question, what do you think? What do you think all students understand to lesson by online learning at the moment? This is disadvantages, I think, from online learning, and the answer only yes or no. And the more question, the most question is not at all. I think it's a online learning, of course, make the student search every answer, every knowledge by themselves. But in other side, a lot of people can understand the lesson because less explanation from the teacher. Of course, the teacher only give the task, the data is of also, and without explanation. Maybe the teacher give explanation, but only once for a month, maybe, and I hope every teacher get give the explanation of the lesson in every hour, every subject hour, so that the the student can understand more and complete by the explanation in certain lesson. And the fourth the fourth questions, what do you think the government are ready to face to pandemic atmosphere in education side? The answer only yes or no also. And we have more most answer is a yes. Yeah, is yes. Yes from a respondent, from 28 respondent. Yes, what do you think? The government already to face to pandemic atmosphere in education side. My respondent think the government already is ready to apply the policy, the education policy in pandemic side, in the pandemic situation. But in my opinion, it's not enough. It's not the government are already to apply the online learning or the education policy in this pandemic, because still a lot of people, still a lot of students can feel how the learning, the online learning, because don't have good device or good support, and especially in border region, in remote area is so. And I hope the government can fix more the policy of education in this pandemic. So we move to last questions. Which one better, online learning or offline learning? And of course, every single student or every single student in this country, of course, will they get this question? I do believe they will convey offline learning, because online learning is so make difficult situation, make hard situation when the student will understand the subject or the certain subject. And yeah, based on my respondent, of course, most question or most answer is offline learning. Offline learning, because when you student do offline learning, the student can ask direct to teacher based on the lesson, what thing the student don't know of the lesson. Of course, every single people have the different effort or different intellectual to study, to understand everything, to understand the lesson. So and I think also the best answer when I get the questions is offline learning, because when I offline learning, I can ask direct every lesson to my teacher, and of course it will be help me, and of course to be helpful for all students. So there's of my all questions and my all respondents, and from from 5 questions I have, of course, the conclusion is every single student want to offline learning is back. Offline learning is back, because in offline learning, every single people or every single student can get the help direct by their teacher, and of course make the the study time is easier, not harder, like right now. So thank you very much for my for your time, and I hope my explanation is clear. So that's all for me. I'm Zafa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and back to you.